moms, welcome back to another video with me, Crystal White, founder of Mommyheroes.org. And I just want to come with you guys really quick to talk about breastfeeding. I want to answer some frequently asked questions about breastfeeding, and also I want to tell you the truth about breastfeeding. And I feel like, you know, we only want to talk about the positive sides of breastfeeding, and there are tons of pros to breastfeeding. But I also want to make moms aware of the possibility of issues. And for me, I just want to share with you my experience. Breastfeeding is amazing. It's an amazing experience. It's an amazing bond. You connect with your child on a whole nother level, like seriously, like on a whole nother level. But there are some truths about breastfeeding that I wish someone would have told me. I'm sort of like the first one to breastfeed in my family. My mom breastfed me, and my mother-in-law breastfed my husband, and I guess you could say in our generation, like, I was the first one on both sides, to my knowledge, to breastfeed. So I was kind of like not on my own, but I had to do a lot of research about breastfeeding and about lactation, about how the body works. I want to share with you guys some truths about breastfeeding, some of my truths about breastfeeding, and just some tips and, you know, little tidbits or little hacks that could potentially help some other moms out there breastfeed and breastfeed successfully. You know, you want to have a successful breastfeeding journey. So for one, I know people may not like me saying this, or, you know, I don't know, but let me tell you, come here, let me tell you a secret. Breastfeeding is very painful, okay? I breastfed my third child, and it hurt just the same as number one and number two. There is no way around it. It's painful for a lot of reasons. Even if you have the proper latch, breastfeeding hurts, okay? It is painful. It can be very painful, especially for that first, you know, kind of month or two. It hurts. It's painful, and I consider myself to be an expert because I've successfully breastfed 3 children. All 3 totally different experiences. For that first day, oh my God, like, it's gonna hurt, okay? Don't let anybody tell you that it won't hurt, because it hurts. It's natural. It's okay. As long as you have the proper latch, it's okay. It's normal. It's gonna hurt because your nipples have to toughen up. Is how a lactation consultant expressed it or explained it to me. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your breast. There's nothing wrong with your baby. Everything is fine. Just relax. It's easier said than done because there's so many different elements that go into breastfeeding properly. But let me tell you, once you got all the elements down packed, like, it's easy peasy. But first things first, it does hurt. Okay, breastfeeding does hurt. Don't let anyone tell you that, oh, it's just uncomfortable, it's just this, it's just that. No, it hurts, okay? It's very painful in the beginning, but it is normal. Hear me when I say this. It is normal. As long as your baby mouth is latched properly, lips flared out around your nipple, around your areola. It has to be the full areola, not just the nipple, you know? The nipple will hurt, but you have to make sure your baby is latched, like, around the entire areola. Your latch is perfect, it's still gonna hurt, okay? It's just no way around it. Your skin has to toughen up to handle breastfeeding. So never let anyone tell you that it's not. As a first-time mom, I was definitely caught off guard by that. It is normal, you guys, okay? It's okay. Second truth about breastfeeding: nurse on demand, okay? Nurse on demand. Hear me again. Nurse on demand, okay? When you can't spoil a baby. Your child needs you, okay? Just like they needed you inside of your body, in the womb. As soon as they come out, they need you. That's the naturalness of childbirth. That's the naturalness of motherhood and sharing that bond. They need you, okay? So don't let anyone tell you. Feed often. When your baby shows signs of hunger, get your baby, feed your baby, get comfortable, feed your baby, feed your baby, feed your baby, okay? Now, let me share this with you guys too. I suggest to every mom that you do skin to skin. It is natural, it is important, it is amazing, okay? Skin to skin is very important. Please make sure you talk to your OBGYN, your medical care professional, about skin to skin, because I know in 2017, you know, some people don't believe in skin to skin. Skin to skin is a must, okay? Nurse your baby on demand, okay? The more you nurse, the more milk you have, okay? It is supply and demand. So when your baby exhibits those signs of hunger, nurse your baby, okay? Do not pump after you have your baby. Do not pump, okay? If you don't have any problems or any issues, you are fine, your baby is fine, don't pump, especially while you're in the hospital. You see all the moms with tons of bags of breast milk stored up. That's good, especially if you have an oversupply. If you pump after you just had a baby, you could run into issues down the road with oversupply. So yeah, do not pump while you're in the hospital. So the next truth I want to talk about is oversupply and painful letdown, okay? Now, oversupply is when you have an oversupply of milk. And it's not just like, okay, I produce a lot of milk. No, it's when your baby is feeding and milk splashes all over the baby's face. Like, I had horrible oversupply. I had a horrible, painful letdown. At my supply this time, like, whew, when I had a letdown, which means the milk lets down into the nipple, woo, it hurt like every time. And then every time I have a letdown, I would have to sit back so I wouldn't basically shoot milk all over her face. So for a while, I had to breastfeed lying back. I couldn't even breastfeed sitting up. Another thing, get a milk saver. If you're feeding on one side, the milk collects on the other side, and you take the milk that's collected and you store it in the storage bag, in a breastfeeding bag. Those are some of my breastfeeding truths. Now remember, every breastfeeding journey is different, okay? Just because this is my story doesn't mean my story is right or wrong. Same thing with you. You'll be amazed how many, I have 3 different children, and all of my breastfeeding experiences are different with all 3 children. Nothing changed, just the baby. You know, I was learning more, so I was able to adjust as I learned. Be very patient with yourself. You got this. You can do this. Trust your body. Trust your baby's body. Trust nature. And you can do it. I promise you can do it. And if you need any help, you can leave a comment below. Oh, before I leave, join a breastfeeding group on Facebook. Like breastfeeding groups, those experienced moms, baby, they are great to have in the middle of the night when you can't reach your lactation consultant, or your lactation consultant is busy, you have to wait an appointment, you have a question. You can Google, but there's nothing like having another mom in the same boat with you. So join a Facebook breastfeeding group, and I will leave the one that I'm a part of in the description box below. The ladies are amazing. There's no drama. It's just I've been a part of it since right after Bailey was born. Now here's another thing, okay? I really love doing these information videos, frequently asked questions videos. Leave me questions down below. Any type of mother related question that you have, leave below, and I'll try to get those questions answered. Or you can DM me if it's something private. I won't tell your name. You can message me Facebook, or email me. All the information is in the description box. And you guys, please share these videos. Share the video, like the video, comment on the video, and make sure you click the notification bell on your page, so that way when I upload a video, you won't miss it. And yeah, I love you guys, and I thank you for watching. And until then, bye bye. I love you.